and rocking. But yeah, man, this is good. Here we go. How are things going on your end?
Low-key weekend. I haven't my allergies have been kicking my butt the last few days.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like as soon as the weather changed, I got hit with like seasonal allergies. I've been dogging it this weekend.
Oh shoot, that's not good.
Yeah, this episode of Pitted should be sponsored by Chicken Soup Green Tea and Ricola.
Is that what you've been on?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, damn it. All right. Well, shit. Hopefully you'll recover sooner than later. We got a few minutes, and we'd like to shoot the shit before we get things rolling at 6 o'clock. But
I actually lost my voice yesterday. It had me stressed. I was like, fuck, man, I got to do commentary next weekend, beach announcing for Bodyboard US Festival, and I have no voice. What the hell?
oh, damn. So you got Ricola, and what else did you have going on for your recovery?
High doses of vitamin C, extra B complex. Been making my own chicken rice soup and lots of green tea with ginger and lime and honey.
Are you feeling some progress though?
Oh, definitely. I feel way better today than I did yesterday. It started as a sore throat on Thursday. I felt a little worse Friday. Yesterday, I woke up and I was just like,
All right. And you got to go to work tomorrow?
Yep, work all week.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm sure you'll feel better throughout
I'll get through. I'll survive.
We got Chris chiming in over here at YouTube, results times 13. But we got a couple minutes. I got some pretty cool, exciting news for tomorrow afternoon. We'll talk about it in the bodyboarding news. But yeah, I mean, it was a regular Baja weekender with a group of 5 surfers this past weekend for me. So it was pretty busy. And but aside from that, all systems normal.
I like the board in the background.
Yeah, I thought I'd touch it up with the latest cartel board that PMA shaped. Wow. A little Manny Vargas stamps, and oh yeah, really bumped on it. I will wax this bad boy up when the waves get a little better. Oh yeah, let me show you this too. This was given to me by you. This is the San Diego Padres color scheme, yellow, black with gold. I don't have my Padre hat here, but it is the color scheme. So Jackson, thank you. It's still in the wrapper, and we know all about this beautiful photo. Taken at a secret spot. So yeah, there's that. And one last one. Paul Clare dropped this bad boy off. I believe this is a first generation Mach 77. Needs a little bit of cleaning up, but it's just wax. So as soon as I get time, I will wax this up or take the wax off it. But a first generation Mach 77 black bottom with no bubbles. This is beautiful. So this is sitting in my bedroom.
Nice.
All right, what time do we got?
6 o'clock.
All right, Jackson.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 235 of Boog Life, Pitted with Action and Manny V. I'm Steve Action Jackson, obviously the man next to me, the man, the myth, the legend, Manny Vargas.
Yeah, Jackson, thanks for showing up last minute. I mean, it's all about trying to figure out when we can pull these off, and I thank you for pulling the trigger last minute today, Sunday. We usually have it on Mondays. We've been having it on Wednesday. We just want to be able to pull one off a week, and I think we're doing okay, getting it all up and running once again. So yeah, thanks for pulling it off, Jackson.
All right, well, first and foremost, before we get too deep into things, I just wanted to say I hope everybody had an enjoyable International Bodyboarding Day yesterday. And as for today, I hope you remembered to set your clocks back 1 hour.
Yes, today was the day in the one day in the year where we get an extra hour, so that's 25 hours in the day. So I hope you use that extra hour to your favor. Jordan and Ryan, what's up, you guys? Glad to have you guys chiming in over here at the uh, YouTube channel and watching it there.
All right. So now that we've covered that, let's get into shout outs. My shout out this week goes to San Diego Bodyboarding. They were a huge help and made Boogie Boo on Halloween weekend
Nice.
as successful as it was. Them along with Boogie Moms, helped present the event along with Custom X, and they made it happen. But the reason I'm giving them a shout out this week is because those guys have taken me in like family since day one that my feet hit Southern California. And I started residing in San Diego. Friday after work, I left the factory. I'm driving up Mission Avenue, and an SUV pulls up alongside of me with the windows down. Yo, Jackson! It was Randy Meyer from San Diego Bodyboarding. And you know what? Moments like this are priceless to me because it's never expected, but it always stokes me out. Whenever, I'm just in my car, going wherever, doing whatever, usually running errands, going to and from, and just having somebody cruise by and yell out my name. And it's like, excuse my language, but how the fuck do people in Southern California know who the hell I am? I'm just some random bearded old dude with sunglasses and a hat driving in a beat up Toyota. And I guess it's the Custom X stickers on the back window of my car, but it stokes me out nonetheless. I appreciate, people taking the time to give me a shout or, looking out for me like the guys in San Diego Bodyboarding do.
Yeah, I mean, I think people know how much time and effort you put into the sport, and they appreciate it. So I'm not surprised. I'm sure you're going to get more of that the longer you stay here and the more you do what you do. My shout out is going to, I'm looking at my phone right now, and on my Instagram, there's a guy who's been reaching out. I believe he's in Australia, and he just like his messages are so long. He sends me videos, and he's just full. Look at that last one. He talks about just being so stoked on just bodyboarding, and he talks about he's Aborigines, and he's talking about the history, and it's just he goes on, and he's just, and then it all ties into bodyboarding. So Johnny Wallen from Australia, I believe. Yeah, of course. But yeah, so that's my shout out. So shout out to all the bodyboarding frothers, especially Johnny Wallen, who's takes the time to write a long paragraph and tell me about the history and all the cool shit that goes on in his life. So yeah, stay in the ocean, Johnny. It's the fountain of youth, and there's my shout out, Johnny. Jackson,
All
you
right.
there? The Wi-Fi.
So, yeah, I'm still here. Did I freeze up on you?
Just for a second.
My Wi-Fi's been super spotty lately. I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, into news. My news this week, next weekend is the third annual Bodyboard US Festival at Ocean Beach Pier. And looking forward to seeing the likes of Matt Crilly, 2018 Women's World Champion Ayaka Suzuki, 9-time World Champion Dave Hubbard, 4-time Drop Knee World Champion Sammy Moratino, legends like Jay Reel and 6-time World Champ Guillermo Tamega will be on the beach. It's going to be a great weekend. If you have a chance, be sure to come down, check out the action out in the water, but also be sure to cruise the beach, visit our beach vendors, and just make a weekend of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna miss it. I have a Baja Weekender group already dialed in. But what I would like to do, I'm gonna check the forecast right now on Magic Seaweed for Friday. It's gonna be on the smaller side, but I'd love to reach out to some of the people that are visiting from out of town and say, hey, let's go check out, San Diego from the water and put my boat in the water and just take a tour around the harbor. So I don't know who's rolling in the town, the whole list, but I'd like to chat with you and the crew to see who we can get out there on the water for an hour or two.
Boat trip.
Yep. I'm looking at on the smaller side, but even just to go around and do a harbor tour of San Diego is actually pretty cool too. So
I'm sure people would be pretty stoked out on that.
yeah, so let's chat and try to get a few guys out and girls out on the boat Friday if possible. But
All right, so what you got for news, Manny?
I reached out to both Tristan Roberts and Jeff Hubbard after their Tristan for his world title and Jeff Hubbard for winning the Fronton Pro. And yes, exactly. So I'm happy to say that tomorrow at 7 p.m. San Diego time, we will have Jeff Hubbard and we're going to chit chat with him about his win in Fronton. And I really want to get his perspective on the wave itself. And then we'll go into his performance. And it'll be strictly about Fronton. And then we'll set up something to do a full-on interview, another Jeff Hubbard part 2, where is he now? But I really want to focus on the event itself. So because we can take a whole hour on just that topic. So
I'm pretty sure. Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure at this point everybody has seen that 10-point ride at Fronton that Jeff had in the final, and every time I watch it, I start channeling Billy Bob from Varsity Blues in the back of my head. Yeah. 10.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing, and we'll show you the video clip tomorrow, and we'll have him talk us through it and what goes on through his freaking mind to be able to even think about hitting the lip at Fronton. So that's going to happen tomorrow at 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock his time. And what I'll do for my pipeline patrons, the top tier Boog Life patrons, I'll send you guys the invitation link to come into the Zoom so you guys can sit in on the chat. And if you guys have any questions, please, by all means, get in the conversation. So yeah, pipeline patrons on Boog Life, expect an invitation via Zoom for tomorrow's meetup. I'd like to get everything situated before 7 o'clock. So anybody who comes in after, let's say 6:55, you may not be able to join just because we're going to be focusing on that. So be aware that you'll have up until 6:55 to join the meeting. So I'd love to have you and have you participate too. So that's pretty excited about that.
Nice. All right. Well, with bodyboarding news taken care of, on to the music spotlight. I mentioned it in passing last week that Hatebreed will be playing House of Blues San Diego on November 20th. So for those of you not entirely familiar with Hatebreed, this is going to be their 20 years of perseverance tour, and that's the video I chose for this week. Hatebreed, Perseverance. Tickets are still available for House of Blues San Diego. If you want to check them out, hit up livenation.com. In the meantime, check the video.
All right, let's do it. How's the audio?
Audio's good.
Reveals this legacy of shame and deceit, cause the only real truth in your life that you know is hostility. Your world is coming apart. Remain perseverance against all opposition. Crushing all
Jeez. Oh, man. So the song's 2 minutes and 20 minutes long. Give us some more background on the band itself.
All right, I first saw these guys back in the '90s when they put out their first full-length record, "Satisfaction is the Death of Desire," and it just these guys always put on an incredible show, high energy. I cannot wait to see them again here in San Diego. It's been a long time, and like I said, I can't wait for the show. And one of the opening acts is Bleeding Through, which is one of the most criminally underrated metalcore bands of the last 20 years. So it's going to be a super heavy night at House of Blues on November 20th.
Well, Chris McCorkle, he says it's one of his favorite bands. So maybe you guys can link up and head down to San Diego House of Blues together.
That'd be pretty rad. I'd be stoked to cruise with Chris.
There you go. Line that up. Shit, that's pretty dope. All right, there you go. Hatebreed.
All right. And then up next, we're going to jump into the Boog Life video of the week. This one was posted about 15 hours ago by We Bodyboard. It's a just under 2-minute clip. It's 14-year-old Mel Martinez from the Basque Country having a super fun time, just killing it. And I always get stoked seeing young Groms killing it like this. So without further ado, cue it up, brother.
All right, here he is. I have yet to see it, so I'm kind of excited. Nice. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, I hope we hear more from young Martinez in the future. That was a fun video clip. Like I said, always stoked to see the next generation of rippers, on film.
And the whole time, it looked like he was just having fun. There was there was nothing showing less than that. So that was kind of cool to be able to see him probably at his home break, which was, I would like to know where that left wedge is. That thing was pretty sick.
Well, as many of us in the international bodyboarding world know, the Basque Country has no shortage of good waves. So.
That is correct. And hopefully this is one of those contenders. If he becomes a world champion, you heard it here first from Jackson. Right on.
Right.
Good choice. Good choice.
All right. And that brings us to our weekly motivation. To wrap up today, I have a quote from Mark Twain himself. Plain and simple. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection.
Amen to that. That was solid. Perfect, Jackson.
All right. So with that, I'm going to go get some more green tea and probably call it a night early because, as I mentioned off camera before, my allergies are kicking my butt and I have work tomorrow morning.
All right, brother.
So until the next episode, we're out.